Now, the only difference here is now your actual media evaluation. So, when we say, so this was put together by Dr. Susan and myself. So when we say that two media from any channel, what we mean is that two specific pieces of media from any channel, which means one can be a TV commercial, the other can be Instagram post, Instagram story. Better not story, post is better because stories will disappear. It can be TikTok, it can be a billboard, it can be a brochure. It can be from any channel. And it's not the whole channel, it is the specific post inside the channel. Okay, so what you want to do, because this one can be quite difficult, what you want to do is that you want to introduce the channel first. So if it comes from TikTok, we introduce your TikTok channel and then deep dive into that specific post. So at least it makes sense, there's some coherence when you talk about things. But you do not need to dive into the whole channel, just need to go into the specific media. So each media, you got to go through point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Each piece of media, you will just go through these 8 different things. Now, some of these things you need to zoom out to the channel. So, does this media highlight the physical characteristic the brand want to communicate? This is why this part is very important. When you introduce the brand, the customer definition, and what exactly do they want to do for their media, then you go inside the media and then you need to critique what exactly does this piece of media do? Like, is it the right atmosphere? Is it the right audience? Pretty much why or how does it work? Okay, so the purpose, why they do what they do, is it easy to read? Is it the right tone? These are all just suggestions. You don't have to follow it. It would be great if you do, because this is the easiest way to write something. But if you want to add your own stuff, go ahead and add your own stuff, because it's just content editing. Now, there are some things like that you want to zoom out into you may want to zoom out into the channel. For example, we say content auditing. Okay, because you're looking directly at one piece of content, but the fact is that this thing says analyst for the homepage. So what we are talking about here is that specific piece of content. How does it relate to the other pieces of content in the channel as well? So right now, okay, what do I mean by this? So for example, if it's Luckin Coffee and I have chosen TikTok, yes, go away. Okay, so if let's say you pick this one, right? Now the question is, how does this and this and this and this, how are they related to each other? Is there a coherence? So you do not need to dive into the other, posts. Okay, you don't need to dive into the other posts, but the idea is that, the idea is that in the entirety of the story that the company is trying to describe, does it tell you a coherent story? Is it consistent? Okay, so what is their call to actions? What brand voice do they use? What sort of media? Do they always use videos? Do they always use pictures? that's about it, right? And then in each of these things, try to put in some critical insights, because right at the end, you need to give some final recommendation. So you've already gone through the following things: why it works, how it works, where it works, when it works. Now we just need to put in these critical insights as to what are they not doing, or what can you recommend to them. Okay, or is it something that they have not done that you as a person, you know? So here's the beautiful part. Because you're not working for Larkin, or let's say you choose Larkin, you're not working for Larkin. When you're not working for Larkin, you are not constrained by the corporate demand. So you are free to recommend anything, even if it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Okay. Just like when you did your previous video assignment, some of you recommended stuff that is super out of this world, but it was really good. Okay, like I think like some of you recommended you gotta put the person in some Netflix show. Yeah, you gotta create some floating item. I can't remember what is it. But those are really, really good. Like even though it may not be possible, but it's very, very good ideas. Okay, so just go on with that. Feel free to let your creativity run through. Yeah, so this is it. Yeah, this is it. That's it. You just need to write a report, and then submit it. Then somewhere in October, second week, and no, the last 2 weeks of October, I'll be at home reading it. I won't be at home. I'll be reading it. All 4,000 words from all 50 of you. So 20,000 words for me. Congrats. Yeah, and then we're done, right? That's it. That's really it. That's the only assignment that you need to do for the second part. What? Yeah. Good. Huh? Questions on the assignment? No. No. Okay. Let me see the. So again, you've got two. One of it is due today. Your simulation due today, guys. Okay. I don't have access. I can't check who is done, who's not done yet. I think they just gave me the login, but I haven't created an account yet. So please remember to finish it today. That's your due date for your group assignment. So from today onwards, all the way until October 14, really the only thing you need to do is that one report. There's no other assignments, no other nothing. Yeah. And as usual, if you finish writing the report and you want me to check, just let me know. As usual. Okay. I think some of you, for your previous module, you came to me, you asked me about your group assignment. I gave you some feedback. You worked on it, and you end up scoring quite well. Some of you actually end up scoring quite well. Oh yeah, as for the branding of the digital era module, again, the results are not out because UCE still needs to do their moderation. So for those of you who has approached me and asked me for your grade, please understand that it's not the final grade. It might go higher, it might go lower. If it's already A+, it cannot go higher. Okay, but yeah, I think generally most of you did pretty decently. Some of you did very, very well. We got 2 students who got A+, but unfortunately there were also 2 failures. I do not know who they are at the top of my head because I don't have it. But I think so far all of you came to me, so far all of you passed. Okay, so yeah, good job guys. Anyway, Today is on database and direct marketing. I've just uploaded this into Brightspace, so if you don't see it, do refresh your screen. It's due today. Those who have not done, please remember to get it done by today. Your other piece of assessment is just a report that is due on the 14th of October this year. So as I was saying, this is an early birthday present for me, one day before I turn 36. Okay, so what is this all about for those who just came in? So many things. Honestly, when me and Dr. Susan do this, right, we also not very strict about this stuff. Really. Okay, 3,250 words to 4,400 words, plus minus 10%. This is the only thing that you need to do, no exam. Okay. Yeah, no exam. Okay, so pick a famous company, preferably a global company that is very, very popular. Things like Luckin Coffee, ASOS, Nike, Apple, something that's really popular because they post a lot of content. The idea is that you want to evaluate content. Okay, so you need to go to a channel, let's say you go to Instagram or you go to TikTok or whatever channel, pick one post and critique it. That's it, right? Critique it, critique 2 different posts from any channel. You want both Instagram? Can. You want both TikTok? Can. You want one Instagram, one TikTok? Can. You want one Instagram, one email? Can. You want one TV, one radio? Can. You want one brochure, one billboard? Can. It doesn't matter as long as you can provide the source. Okay, how you provide video? Because you cannot put video inside a Microsoft Word document, right? Just grab a screenshot of a thumbnail. The thumbnail. Okay, then attach the video link inside. What you are critiquing is the problem is right here now, you need to critique the thumbnail. You need to critique the headline or the thumbnail, and then you need to explain the video, as in like when it says why is it working. So video a bit difficult, guys, because if you're going for an Instagram reel or a TikTok video, if the TikTok video is like 2 minutes long, how are you going to critique the entire 2 minutes? You have to think about this. My suggestion, work smart, don't work hard. You have heard lecturer saying this before, right? Okay. My suggestion is don't work hard, work smart, take picture. Right? Use pictures. If you really want to use video, use those short video, like 6 seconds, 10 seconds, so you don't need to think too much about the video. You just put the video thumbnail there, and then you just explain the video. Because if you put the video, I have no choice but to watch the video. I have no choice. You put a very, very long video, right? I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I am not going to watch the whole video. I will randomly skip, and then read your report, and then do my own bias thoughts about it. Okay. So yeah, work smart, don't work hard. Choose picture, choose short video if you really want to choose video, or choose a billboard. Billboard actually very, very good because they are in public. When you capture the billboard, you take a picture of the billboard itself, right? You can see where it is located. So you use your phone, you go and take picture of actual billboards outside rather than online search. Like when you're going on the way home, you find one billboard, you just take the picture of the billboard. So right, when you critique that media, you got a lot of things to talk about because you don't just talk about the billboard, you're talking about where it is placed. You can talk about the neighborhood already. Then automatically you got so many things to talk about. Okay? These are all tips and tricks that I can give you. So it's like, okay, so these are all just guiding ideas about what to write about. The very, very last part, the critical insights comes in as to after you critique one media, you need to give a recommendation and you need to say why it doesn't work. You need to give critical insights for both medias, not just one. And you also need to give critical insights about the brand itself, as in like the media that they're doing, the communication strategy that they're doing. What did you notice when in relation to their brand? Okay, so it's just going back to your previous module. You guys should know about this already. Critical insight is very important. Okay, critical insight is very important. I think there's one group from the previous BDE that scored a A and not an A plus simply because of the critical insights. It was actually down. I had to choose between one of these two groups. So I remember both groups are fantastic. I was like, how? I cannot give both A plus. One, two, I really wanted to. Then the critical insights was the one when I read the numbers. So A versus A plus, that can be a very, very big differentiator. Yeah, but I mean, it's still here, still very, very high. Okay, so that's it. That's all you need to do. Submit your report. And that's it. Okay, again, if you want to, okay, this one. Okay, guys, this one. I don't know why I'm teaching you this. Okay, so if you find a piece of media, let's say you find something on Instagram, okay, that you find that the picture is very nice lah. Okay, find this picture, very cool. Just grab a screenshot of the picture. Put here. Go here. Prompt. Can write. You got so many things to work with already. You think so much. Why? I say, guys, work smart, don't work hard. AI is here for you to use. I cannot tell you not to use AI because I use AI. Okay, I'm not a hypocrite one. You use this, get the data. You get so much data, you can write about your stuff already. Okay, how you are graded? If you just copy and paste, cannot. Sure cannot one. Because I read this, I'll be like, Ad uses colorful, friendly looking robots. Okay, but why is it good? I will question mark in my head one. I will show question mark. I need to understand this depth. You need to show the application, evidence of application, that you understand what this means. But you have something to work with. Okay, yeah. And the best part is ChatGPT. You don't need to pay for this. They give you, I think, around 10 to 15 free usage for the pro model. It's a freemium lah. So you get access to the freemium where you can use pictures for around like 5 to 10 times a day. You only need to do 2. Okay, so every day, every 24 hours it resets for you. Just go ahead and do this. Okay, yeah, use GPT. Put it up here. GPT is currently on GPT 5 already. It's very good. Sorry, on GPT 5. GPT 5 means that it's the results are much more human, much more interactive, which is better. And you get this every day around 5 to 10 times. Go ahead and use it. Okay, so just go and copy a picture, put it up there. If you want link also can. Okay, so let's say you have a YouTube on this one. Take the Bentley here. Okay. You just put in the YouTube video, you prompt it again, which is all this, and it can still give you the same answer. Okay, but it's up to you whether you want to follow this or not, but at least it gives you something, It gets you started. So sometimes you sit in front of the computer, you don't know where to start. Like,
They spend 4 hours looking at the PC. By the time you start typing 9 p.m., you want to go sleep already. But that's when the creative juice starts starting. So you just use this to get you started. Very, very good one. Use it. And you always advocate use it. Okay, so you write the customer definition. You can assume the data. So if your customer definition, let's say you pick Luckin Coffee, and your customer definition is young adults between the age of 20 to 35. People who are busy working adults need to grab and go early morning, cannot survive without coffee. They don't have coffee, they look at you like and then after they drink coffee, hey bro! Okay, you just identify that these are the customers, and then they are interested in photography, they are interested in sightseeing, they are interested in technology, they are interested in let's see, e-commerce, okay, shopping. Anyhow lah, okay, you anyhow just put the things there. It's okay. Then you look at this. Then you go like, okay, these are people who are interested in museum. The color purple suits this kind of people because museum is very relaxed. You can assume this data over here. Okay, because you need to come up with this interest, and when you come up with a customer definition over here, customer definition, right? When you come up with a customer definition, one of the things inside customer definition is psychographics. Psychographics means interest. Right. So you can anyhow assume what the interest is. But if you want to make it easier for you, then just choose Google. I don't mind all 50 of you choose Google. Make my life easier also. Right. Okay. But yeah, you have the data here. Okay, you have the data. But bearing in mind this is Google Merge Center, because if you choose Google, it would be better if you choose Google Merge. Google itself is very, very big, too big already. Because they got the Google AI, they got Google Maps, they got Google, so many things. This is just Google Merge. Okay, so Google Analytics and Metapixel. Metapixel. Okay, so what is Metapixel? Metapixel is the equivalent of Google Analytics for Meta. You can see here, I can't zoom